Hi guys, it's Nick. Right, this is part 2 of the haul from the weekend. So this is everything else. The last one was all the media bits and bobs. So yeah, I'll take you over there and show you what I picked up. Okay, so if we come over here, I'll break it down to a few bits. There's this lot here, which is books and toys and games. A few odds and sods there. And some bits of technology and electronics down here that I'll show you later. If we start up here, I've got a couple of these Casios for 50p each. They tend to sell pretty well. These are good to sell when the kids go back to school. Like at the end of the summer is a good one when a new term starts. But yeah, 50p each, always pick those up. They sell for up to about £10. I grabbed, I'll show you this first actually. This is a Tefal electronic food master. Not a particularly good brand, that one. Kenwoods are the ones to go for. But these are good. You can either sell them as a complete thing, or if you want, go to the lengths of breaking them down and selling the lids and bowls and stuff. But yeah, I paid £3 for that one. It was interesting actually. I got to the stall and I clocked this in a box right at the end of the table, right at one far end. And the stall holders were right at the other end talking to somebody else. So I went down and spoke to them and asked how much this was, and they said it was a £5, and we negotiated a bit, and they said they'd let it go for £3. So I said, yep, I'll have it. Paid them the £3, and I went back to the end of the stall, and a little Chinese lady had picked it up, had it in her hand, and was going to pay for it. And I just said to her, I'm sorry, that's mine. And she looked all confused, and the stall holders said, yeah, he's already negotiated and paid for it. So I had to take it off this Chinese lady and put it in my little trolley. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Anyway, that's that. A few books, 2 Harry Potters here. Andrea picked these up. I've never seen this style, like a white cover. Really quite nice. So there's 2 of those. An old style hardback Order of the Phoenix. These were 50p each. And some, I always pick these up, the old J-Dubs, Jacqueline Wilson. Some hardbacks there. They varied from, I think I paid 50p for one and 20p's on the others. This was quite nice. If I take these off. Sophie Mackenzie. This is a full set of the Medusa Project books. There's 6 in a set. I paid £1.50. I did briefly look them up. Top end, I'll be looking at about £12 on those, so that wasn't too bad. I picked up this Disney Fairies Pixie Hollow set. There's, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 books in there. As you can see there, I'm going to shoot for £10 on those. That was £1. Likewise, same stall with these Ben 10 Easy Readers. 10 books in there. Paid £1 again. I'm going to send these ones into FBA and ask 10 on those, so not a lot of money in those. And then I grabbed some of these. I've seen these on and off for years. These Walt Disney Wonderful World of Reading. And yeah, I thought I'd grab a few. They were cheap. I got this whole lot for, I think it was £1 or £1.50 for everything here. So I thought I'd have a chance, and take a chance rather, and forced myself to look them up, and they're not too bad. If you get a big enough bundle, you can get about £1 a book. So yeah, I'm going to keep collecting these and get a big bundle together. There's loads of them. There's like hundreds of these available. Well, maybe not hundreds, but I've seen lots. I think the biggest lot I saw when I briefly looked it up was about 75. So there's certainly plenty of titles out there. Oops. So that's those. Then I grabbed, well, this is a Mr. Potato Head in a bag. As you can see, it was £1. I haven't sold any of these for ages, but what I tend to do is get 3 or 4 together, if they're the bog standard ones, and sell them in bundles, and they always sell pretty well. Ben 10 watch with the old sound effects and all that. I did quite well on these when I had them before, so yeah, I grabbed him for, I think that was 20p. A travel Yahtzee. These are cool with the little hard plastic case. Let me show you. You get in it. It's got the score pad and everything. And this turns into a little shaker. Yeah, they're good. They go surprisingly well on eBay. Oops, another score pad there. Looking at about £10 top end on that. That was 50p. One of these geography puzzles. That's what I'm going to do with it. Send it to FBA for 20, and I paid crumbs. I really can't remember. I think that was £1. I've sent one of these, a different version, but the same make, up to FBA, and did one on that before. Another Yahtzee. This is the sort of standard one in a box. I've been sending these into FBA, but you can sell them on eBay as well. So that's just the Ben 10 watch shutting down. One of these modern versions of electronic boggle. Yeah, they sell well on either eBay or Amazon. I've got a couple of these Lego games. So we've got Shaver Sheep, which has some good value on Amazon. Not sure about eBay. This one, for some reason, tends to sell really quite low. So, yeah, I don't know. I may bundle them together on eBay like so, or just send that one to Amazon and clear this one cheap. It's got a really cool dragon figure in it though. I was putting it together last night. Where's it gone? Here we go. This thing. But yeah, for whatever reason, this one doesn't seem to have a lot of value. I paid £3 for the pair, and I should do well on this one. I've seen this go for silly money on Amazon, but it's more of a seasonal thing, to be honest. That's those. Triv for kids, I've had this plenty of times. I'm going to put this one away and send it to FBA at Christmas. Another downfall, I've had plenty of these recently. I've been FBAing them for around the £20 mark. That's downfall. These were, that was £1 and this was £1. This sealed, this is factory sealed, don't know if you can see, it's got the cellophane on. Modern version of Cluedo. That's going into FBA for 15. Is the plan with that, and that was £2. And from the same store for £1, this one isn't sealed, but it's Star Wars Operation, and I'm going to shoot for £30 on FBA. There's hardly anybody has any of these, so perhaps it's discontinued. But yeah, it's pretty cool actually, because inside it's obviously been used because it's open, but the cards are all sealed. Well, that's the money, sorry, and the cards here, hold on, see they're still sealed up. So, and it's got all its pieces, it's 100% complete, so it looks like it's just been opened and not played with. So that was a nice find. And then for £1 I picked up this, which is, throwing it around, it's Disney Infinity Ps4, but it doesn't actually have excuse me, it doesn't actually have the software in, so it's just the figures and the little portal thing. I'll show you what I mean. No, it doesn't have a picture. It's got a little thing that plugs into the PlayStation or Xbox to upload your figures. But yeah, even just as the figures and the portal, I'll be looking at about £12.99 with shipping on top on eBay. So that's the plan with that. And that one was £1. Okay, right. This I picked up for 50p. It's a Tupperware Shape-O ball or shape sorter. This is the nice vintage one. They should have 10 different shapes. There's 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. But bizarrely, this one has 2 number 1s, the circles, and 2 of number 5s, the what's that, pentagon. So yeah, normally when I pick these up they're missing 1 or 2, but this has 2 extra, so that's a bit of a bonus. So I'll probably just keep those to one side as spares and sell that as it is. You're looking at about £10 to £12 on one of these. The springs sometimes go on these. These are held together with a spring, and I've got a couple in stock that the springs have really gone loose, but this one is in fantastic condition. So that was that. Picked up another riding helmet. This is a Shire's one, so not a particularly expensive model. Paid £3 on it. I usually sell those for 15. And then I bought off 2 separate stalls a load of Duplo. There's about a couple of kilos in there and another kilo or so in there. There's some quite cool little rabbits and a dog, but mostly just bricks, a few little wheelbases. Paid £2 for one lot and £1 for the other lot, but there's a good 25-30 quid's worth hopefully in there. And mixed in with it was a little bit of Lego, so I just pulled that out, so that will go in with a bundle of Lego like that. Right, the next thing I picked up was this till. This is a Sharp XE-A102. It's a pretty basic one, to be honest. I mean, I've had tills in the past and this is the most simplistic one I've ever picked up. I got it super cheap. I paid £5 for it. And even this really basic model, I've just been looking them up on eBay, and somewhere between 50 and 80 these go for. This one is quite scratched up, needs a lot of cleaning. Inside the drawer it's quite mucky as well, so I need to spend a good half hour cleaning it up. But yeah, I'll shoot for the top end of that. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with that one. I've just been testing it, it all fires up. The printer head's working in there. Yeah, it's got all the keys. Unfortunately it doesn't have the manual, which is a bit of a shame. These are a pain to program. I should know, I've programmed many tills over the years. But you can get the instructions from the internet, so that's not the end of the world, but they are a bit easier to shift if you have the instructions. But yeah, pleased with that, especially for £5, absolute bargain. Okay, last few bits. I've grabbed a couple more of these PG Tips chimps, 10p each, and a Golden Bear Thomas train. These sell quite well if you get little bundles, and at 10p that's fine. I'll just sit it on the side until I get a few more, make it worthwhile listing. And then I've got 2 PS1s for £5 each. This one has what looks like a fairly decent condition dual shock pads. It's got, for some reason, it's got a SCART to SCART lead mixed in with all of these leads. This one doesn't seem to have its power lead, but they're pretty easy to pick up. It does have a aerial lead, and it also has an official memory card. I think the last time I sold any of these they were about £5 each, so let's just check if it's got a game in it. No, nothing in there. I haven't tested either of these yet, so I've no idea if they're working. Another one here. Oh, that one's got a game. Everybody's Golf. Okay. Nothing amazing. And another official memory card in that one. So the memory cards will go, you know, a long way to covering the cost of these. Anyway, like I say, that one's untested as well. And with this bundle, got another dual shock. It's quite faded and sort of sun bleached. Also has a G-Con 2 light gun. There's a bit of value in these, so that'll go on its own. And then we've got, there's a random charger in here that's nothing to do with it. Looks like a phone charger. Looks like a pretty knackered one actually. That'll go in the bin. Yeah, so it's got an RF lead and no power lead again, so I need to get a couple of power leads if I'm going to sell those. But yeah, I was quite pleased with those for £5 each. I do have a load of bog standard PS1 games knocking around that I've used the cases off when I sell decent games, so I'll probably bundle up a load of bog standard games with cracked cases with either or of these and get rid of them that way. So there you go, that's it. Okay, so that's the end of my haul from Sunday. Hope you enjoyed that. Please give it a thumbs up and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.